I thought I'd do a videotape about my record player that I really, really enjoy. This record player is called a Sonora, and it's from 1922. And the Sonora cost $145 in 1922, which equals about $1,700 in today's money. And the Sonora, the reason it didn't become as popular is because you had to pay all the money up front. Boom. The reason the Victrola became more popular is because you could do payments. So, there we go, payment plan. I mean, really, this cost as much or almost as much as a car in 1922. That's pretty precious. So playing records was a big deal. And if you had a record player and you had more than a few records, whew, that was some precious stuff. So here's some tips if you find an old one of these record players. Number one, the spring has to work. And if you don't want to have to do a lot of work to replace the spring, when you find one, wind it up, see if it goes around. Another important thing is once you own one, don't leave the spring wound up. Let it run down, let it unwind, because they're very old. It will help to fatigue the metal if you keep it wound up and under tension. So don't do that. Don't put the brake on and go, "Oh, I can save some of that winding." Don't do it. You'll be glad you didn't later on. Another important thing is needles. You really should change the needle after every play. And a good friend of mine, Dale Shirk, said, turn the needle 180 degrees and you'll get another play. So these are my old needles, cast off needles here, and these are new needles. But I have more packages of needles back in the corner. And it was really inexpensive to buy needles. And you can get them in soft, medium, and loud. So I got the medium loud needles, not soft, not too loud. I find it interesting. I'm not really sure what the difference is. I've never really seen the difference, but there is a difference. Another important thing is you can clean the grooves, supposedly. I haven't really done this yet, of your shellac. These are shellac records, not vinyl. Your shellac records by running them backwards. Haven't tried to do that yet, but obviously with this record, I'm going to need to do that. So so you wind up. So what I do is, because my brake doesn't work that well, I don't bother. I usually just hold the turntable down, but now I'm just really quickly winding this because I'm holding the camera. Another fact about this record player is when I bought it, it was really a wreck on the outside. So, hey, that's all right. So I just chalk painted it and painted some flowers. And I looked at antique Victrolas that had beautifully painted outsides and interiors, and I wanted that. So I painted a watercolor of cherubs with roses, and I gold leafed the inside of the lid, and then I just tried to glue that down. I learned a lesson. You can't glue over a gold leaf. Oh well, so I'll figure something out. So that is just sort of Victrola wind up record 101.